Hi everyone, I'm Josh. I'm the current Vice President of the Beaver County Model Railroad and Historical Society. I've been a member here for just under 6 years, and today we are going to be talking about the New York Central Niagara. The New York Central S1A Niagara rolled out of the American Locomotive Company's Schenectady facility in 1945, near the end of the Second World War. The Niagara was a 484 Northern type locomotive and was a culmination of key design decisions drawn from the Hudson and Mohawk locomotives. By utilizing the four-wheel trailing truck design from the Hudson, the Niagara could support a larger firebox. By incorporating the coupled drivers from the Mohawk, the Niagara was able to deliver higher tractive force to the rails. The Niagara utilized roller-bearing axles on all wheels, which made for a balanced locomotive with a smooth ride at high speeds. Together, these design choices marked the peak of the New York Central Railroad's steam locomotive technology. With restrictions on new passenger locomotive orders during the Second World War, the Niagara was designed as a dual-service locomotive. However, the Niagara was largely used for passenger services such as the 20th Century Limited along the water level route. Niagaras typically sustained operation at speeds of 80 to 90 miles per hour, with other documented instances of them surpassing even those speeds. The roller-bearing axles allowed for these speeds to be sustained along the water level route. Additionally, the locomotive was equipped with a foghorn, which made it sound like a diesel locomotive, along with the steam whistle. The locomotive's exceptional balance was such that it could be moved by just a few people. The Niagara program continued through the S1A, S1B, and S2A classes, with each new class having minor revisions. For example, the S1A started off with 75-inch drivers but was fitted for 79-inch drivers later. Unfortunately, the Niagara's life in service was quite short. Entering service just before the end of and shortly after World War II, it arrived as diesel locomotives were quickly proving their economic advantages. Even so, the Niagara held its own, often outperforming early diesels in speed and power while requiring fewer locomotives per train. Despite this, the New York Central moved towards dieselization, and by the mid-1950s, the Niagara was withdrawn from service and scrapped. Their brief careers made their operational achievements even more remarkable. This is a Broadway Limited Imports locomotive built as part of their Paragon 3 locomotive line. Fun fact about this locomotive, this was my first HO scale train that supports steam. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.